Hey folks, how you doing? 𝐂𝐚𝐥𝐬 here, 𝐒𝐮𝐲 Realty Professionals. You can bring you my market update for the week of May 18th to the 24th. Hopefully you all had a great week and we're all being safe and practicing social distancing, all that kind of good stuff. So here we go. So total sales for 2019, I'll do the comparison between this week in 2019 to today's this week in 2020. So total sales in 2019 were 430. This year, 289. That's down about 32%. The new listings are 694 in 2019. This year's 476. So it's down about 31%. The key factor here is inventory. So inventory last year was 7,600. This year we're 5,800. That's a considerable drop in inventory. That means that prices, people have less homes to see. I know I've had people out showing homes here the last couple of weeks, and there's not that much out there to sell or to look at. So anyway, that's probably going to keep, for the time being, prices at a fairly decent level and not take a dramatic drop because there's not that many homes for sale. People aren't looking to sell their homes unless they're absolutely motivated. And the motivation is a key thing here. There's still people moving into the city, believe it or not. I have calls for people moving from all over the country into the city. There's still people that have to move either for relocation or family incidents, divorce, whatever, and still they want to move, believe it or not, for schools. July 1st is the biggest moving day of the year, and usually May through June and to the 1st of July are our busiest. The average price, 485 for 2019, 426 this year. It's down about 12%. Pending sales for this week, last year were 91, 75 this year. That's down about 17%. Days on market are 56. This year they're 61. That's down about 9%. So overall, we're seeing there's been week over week, there's probably been 125 to 130 more sales since the first week in May. So that's a good thing. People are getting out looking at homes because this is a time of year that people do look at homes. On our websites, we're getting lots of clicks on realtor.ca, remax.ca, our Calgary Elite Real Estate team website. Lots of people still out looking around at homes, because that's the thing to do. A couple other things I want to bring to your attention is the Tenants Act actually changed for tenants. If we are showing a house that's tenant occupied, there has to be a COVID-19 checklist signed by the buyer, by the realtor, and by the tenant. The tenant has to let the landlord know if there's any, if they're in quarantine or self-isolation, or there's been any COVID within the house or in the property lately, or if they tested for COVID. So there's no 24 hours notice. You got to give them as much notice as you possibly can. So you got to make sure we're doing that when we're looking at tenant-occupied homes for prospective purchasers. And also golf, big thing, golf in Calgary. So the golf courses, they're opened and things are happening. A couple of protocols that the city courses are looking at now with the COVID-19 protocol are there's you have to book your tee time. There's no more walking up and looking to get a tee time. You can't do that anymore. You have to bring your own clubs. There's no rentals. You have to arrive 10 to 15 minutes earlier. You cannot arrive an hour earlier and go to the driving range or the putting greens because they're not even open, the driving range and putting greens. Limited washroom facilities, so make sure you use the washroom before you leave home. And with pull carts are disinfected. Power carts, only one person per power cart. And on the course, it's just a course, social distancing. Don't touch the flags. The cups are inverted, so that makes a different game. And when you finish your game of golf, the traditional handshake, not allowed to do that anymore. And you're asked to leave the course, leave the premises as quickly as possible. And no hanging around for a beer or some happies afterwards, I guess. So anyway, hopefully that changes soon because that's, après golf is like après skiing, right? Okay, so if you need to give me a call, 403-471-6929. 𝐂𝐚𝐥𝐬@remax.net. That's my email. Text me at the same number. push the button below and check out our fabulous new website for the boys and I got for the Calgary Elite Real Estate team. It's actually pretty cool. And hopefully see you next week. Anyway, have a great week. Get out and enjoy this beautiful weather. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.